Hello students, welcome to EC Engineering. In this video, we are going to see the last topic in our second unit as controller. See, the controller is a device which is used to modify the error signal and produce the control signal. So the manner in which the controller produces the control signal is called control action. This controller has done 6 basic control actions. These are all very common among the industry and the analog controllers. Via 2 position means on off controller with the control action, then proportional control action, integral control action, proportional plus integral control action, proportional plus derivative control action, proportional plus integral plus derivative control action. Depending on these control actions provided, the controller has been again classified accordingly as an controllers of 2 position or on-off controller, proportional controller, integral controller, proportional plus integral controller, proportional plus derivative controller, proportional plus integral plus derivative controller. As per your syllabus, you have these 3 controllers in your syllabus: proportional integral controller, proportional derivative controller, proportional plus derivative plus proportional plus integral plus derivative controller. Before going to the topic, we first need to know what is proportional controller and what is integral controller. We'll see the things one by one. See students, this controller always accepts an error input signal. So the input given to the controller is an error input and it produces an output according to the actions what it is going to take on. Now consider an proportional controller. See, the proportional controller, the name only implies it's a device that produces a control signal Let us consider it as U of t is proportional to its input error signal E of t. Means in P controller or proportional controller, U of t is proportional to E of t. Make an equalize by introducing a proportionality constant Kp. So here Kp is a proportional gain constant. Let it be some equation number 2.81. On taking the Laplace transform this equation, your U of t becomes U of s, Kp E of t becomes E of s. Thus, the transfer function of proportional controller is U of s by E of s equal to Kp. Well, now draw the block diagram of this proportional controller. So while drawing the block diagram, first consider the expression. See, our expression has an, as usual way, input R of s, output U of s. Then the block has a constant of Kp. Then input given as a feedback is summed up here and it produces an E of s. So with this we can write E of s by R of s, but here R of s is given to the summing point. So summation of R of s and then feedback signal produces an error signal E of s. So what should be the transfer function of this block? u of s by e of s equal to kp. Well students, if you can understand the concepts, we can move on to integral controller. What is integral controller? Integral controller is a device that produces control signal u of t which is proportional to integral of input error signal. Integral, that's why we make it as an I controller. So in an I controller, u of t is proportional to integral e of t dt. Make a proportionality constant ki. So k is an integral gain constant. So your equation becomes u of t equal to ki integral e of t dt. On taking a Laplace transform for this equation, then your u of t equal to ki e of s by s because of an integral. So u of s by e of s equal to ki by s. With this expression, we are drawing a block diagram for your understanding. Here input r of s, output u of s. Now we have an input to the block as e of s, as usual way negative feedback. The gain of the block is ki by s. Simply we can draw the block diagram of an integral controller. Now you could understand what is proportional controller and integral controller. In our syllabus, actually we have proportional plus integral controller, which we called it as an PI controller. So we'll see what is PI controller. PI controller that produces an output signal has two terms. One proportional to error signal and other is proportional to integral of error signal, both P and I. So now we can write for PI controller our u of t is proportional to integral part as well as a proportional part. For a proportional part it is e of t plus for integral part it is integral e of t. Now make an equalize proportionality constant introduction, that u of t equal to, for e of t we introduce kp into e of t. For integral part we introduce kp by ti integral e of t dt, where kp is an proportional gain and ta is an integral time. With this notification, we are taking an Laplace for this expression. Laplace for this expression 2.111. So u of t becomes u of s. Kp constant same becomes kp here. E of t becomes e of s. Then kp by ti is a constant as it is kp by ti. Integral e of t becomes e of s by s. Simply we can transfer an time domain variable into one frequency domain variable in terms of s by taking a Laplace transform. From this, the transfer function of PI controller is mere rearranging an expression u of s by e of s as a common. From this expression, take e of s as common. So it becomes kp plus kp by ti. Then take kp as constant. So it becomes u of s by e of s. Then kp as a common within a bracket 1 plus ti into s. So this is the transfer function of PI controller. Listen carefully. So for this controller, we are going to draw the block diagram. How to draw the block diagram? So here how many terms we have? We have two terms, Kp1 then Kp by Ti into S1. So introduce both with an plus sign, Kp plus. So when we can make a plus with a parallel. So first take R of s, E of s. We need to introduce E of s as a controller. So this is a controller part. The input for the controller is E of s. How we can get the E of s? From a feedback signal and summing point in a left side, input side. So in a controller part, we have Kp plus Kp by Tis. So 1 by Tis here 1. So Kp here. So Kp 1 by Tis. How we can relate both with an plus? So unity feed forward path. Then it becomes Kp into 1 plus 1 by Tis. Students, nothing to worry. If you have confidence with, you can proceed with this step, or you can easily understand that this is a gain of a block. So simply R of s, simply U of s. The gain of the block is Kp into 1 plus 1 by Tis. Input is E of s for the controller. You can simply transfer the block diagram like this also. Now, the term Kp is a function of proportional controller is called as an gain of the controller that we have seen already. So hence, this proportional controller amplifies the error signal and increases the loop gain of the system. So this is what the part you have to keep it in your mind. Why we need to introduce P controller? So while you are introducing a P controller which amplifies the error signal and increases the loop gain of the system. So what are all the effects while we are increasing the loop gain? So in the following aspects, the system behaviors are improved by increasing the loop gain. So students, so what we can infer from? Because of a proportional controller, error signal amplified and increases the loop gain. If the loop gain increases, it has a following aspects of system behavior, means the steady state tracking accuracy improved. Disturbance signal rejection, means noises, disturbances signal rejection improved. Then stability improved. Fine. So in addition to the increase in loop gain, it again decreases the sensitivity of the system. What do you mean by sensitivity? It will not react with an external disturbances or the changes in the parameter variations. It maintains the stability. So these are all the introduction of P controller. Then what should be the drawback of the proportional controller? It produces constant steady state. That is a very huge drawback of a proportional controller. Now we'll see the effects of proportional controller. The transfer function of an PI controller, effects of PI controller we are going to see. PI controller transfer function, we already know the things, which is an open loop transfer function, means Kp into 1 plus Tis by Ti of s is taken as an open loop gain. Now we find the find its effects. With this block diagram, we know the open loop transfer function of second order system is g of s equal to omega n square by s into s plus 2 tau omega n. Now find the loop transfer function for the same. How to find the loop transfer function? This gain gc of s into g of s h of s. Now our feedback path is 1. So h of s takes the value 1. So now make a mere substitution of things. Mere substitution of things. Instead gc of s we put an value in a bracket, means a block, into g of s is omega n square by s into s plus 2 tau omega n. Multiply the same. So it becomes, take an LCM here, take an LCM here, sorry, just a multiplication, just a multiplication, just a multiplication, kp omega n square in a numerator side, 1 plus ti of s in a numerator side, then denominator side, here tis, here s, so tis square here, then within a bracket s into 2 tau omega n. So simply we can put it over. Now it's an loop transfer function, closed loop transfer function of this block. Just we are making what we did here before. As per a block diagram reduction, it's one block gain, it's one block gain. Both the gains are cascaded. If cascaded, gains are multiplied. In that aspect we multiplied this gain and this gain, make this as a single block as per an block diagram reduction. That single block gain comes arrived as this value. Could you understand? Now we are going to find C of s by R of s. C of s by R of s equal to G of s by 1 plus G of s H of s. Negative feedback elimination we already seen. Here it becomes GC of s GS. That is what the gain is, divided by 1 plus GC of s G of s. What should be H of s? H of s is already 1. So now simply put the value here, GC of s G of s. It takes the value here. Mere substitute is as an numerator. In a denominator side we have 1 plus same. So 1 plus the same 1. 1 plus same 1. How to find? Take simplification. Simply you just do nothing difficult. Take an LCM here. It becomes s square ti s to s plus 2 tau omega n plus this term plus this term. If you take an LCM, the denominator's denominator, the numerator's denominator get cancelled. So what we can arrive? The numerator value as it is. Then here because of an LCM we have this term and this term remains same. So accordingly we make one simplification. Then next step. In the next step what we are doing is s square ti multiply the same. So here it becomes s cube ti. S cube ti. Here 2 tau omega n s square ti. 2 tau omega n ti s square. Then multiply here kp omega n square then kp omega n square into tis, simply multiplication. Then how to further they simplified? That one easy one. The thing is you have to understand clearly. See here kp by Ti, all the terms having an Ti 1, 2, 3 except the last term. So here taking an Ti as a common, this term alone put it with a Ti in a denominator. So take Ti common, Ti common, Ti common, here no Ti. So multiply and divide by Ti, then take a Ti common. That Ti comes to the numerator's denominator here, numerator's denominator. Again I am telling you, carefully listen. Guys, carefully listen. Take Ti is common in numerator side. Here there is no Ti, so multiply and divide with Ti here. Take all the terms Ti, then it becomes numerator's denominator. Then rest of the things are same as it is. Then in the next step, we make a simplification as the next step, this Kp by Ti equal to Ki. So substitute here Kp by Ti as Ki, here Kp by Ti as Ki. So that is what we derived the transfer function or C of S by R of S closed loop transfer function of Pi controller. And the thing last you have to clearly understand and specify is, we have found two things here. Means while introducing an Pi controller, 0 in the system, then it increases the order by 1. So what we can understand here, by introducing 0 in the system, it increases order by 1. Means the increase in order of the system results the less stable system than the original one, because higher order systems are less stable. Students, could you understand what we can infer? Pi controller introduces 0 in the system, so it increases the order by 1. If the order is increased by 1, it results less stable system than the original system. So higher order systems are less than the lower order system. This is one observation we have made. Then second observation, so these observations are made from expression number 3.19 what we discussed last. Then as per the expression number 2.149, then 2.148, this expression 2.148, what we can observe from this expression? So here the findings are, the Pi controller increases the type number by 1 if we increase the type number, which results in reducing the steady state error. So these are all the two findings that we made in this analysis. Students, carefully listen one by one. I hope I can clearly explain all the things. See, if you can understand, we could move on to the PD controller side in the next video. Thank you, students. Subscribe the same thing and possible share it to your friends.